Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe how fun this is? Okay, yes. All right, my name is Felt, and I'm a fun designer. And not so much of a designer who is fun, even though this is true. It is more like a designer who designs fun. Okay. Thank you so much. For those of you who know me, oh my God, it's been a minute. Hi. Hi. For those of you who don't know me, I literally don't know where you've been for 29 and a half years. Okay, thanks so much. What I want to tell you right now is that Grace McLean is one of my very best friends. Yes. And she called me, she said, Spelt, I want a competition. And I said, what's Lincoln Center? Okay. And she said, I don't want to just have a concert. I want to have fun. And I said, well, then we should hang out, Grace McLean. Okay, thank you so much. So we just had a few quick rules to tell you about for the concert tonight to have some fun. Number one is a little bit sad. You got to put your phone on silent, okay? But I don't want you to turn it off because there's going to be some grammable moments. And Grace McLean would really love it to break the Instagram tonight, okay? With the hashtag Grace McLean Lives, okay? So you better gram it. Okay, also the number two thing that's a little bit sad is watch out for those goodie bags. Some of you have a goodie bag. And why don't you not use what's in them until Grace McLean or me tells you how to do it right to have the best fun you can, okay? Now, the next two are super easy rules. Number one is breathe and listen. And that's going to be the best way to have fun with Grace McLean tonight, okay? And then the last rule to have for it is to have so much fun, okay? And you can do so by clapping. Do you want to practice? Wow, okay. Well, okay. I'm so sorry, but I thought maybe you'd clap so hard you'd bring Grace McLean on, but you didn't do it. So we got to do it again, and maybe the wind from between your hands will blow that girl up here like a leaf, okay? So you better put your hands together for Grace McLean! Oh, look at her. Look at her blow up on here. Look at her. Here she comes, and she made it. Ladies and gentlemen, Lincoln Center American Songbook Series presents to you Grace McLean and Them Apples.
I saw you across the room, the opening night party. I think you saw me too, by the way you hurried past me. My legs were tangled up in consternation, and my conversation with another man and another glass of wine put me in a better mood. And I did not say hello, and I did not say goodbye, and I did not wish you well, and I wondered when I'd get to tell you all about these things I'd never said. I don't want to be a demon, all I want to be is leaving you without a glance. Though I know you watch me dance, I don't want to be bleeding, I don't want to be needing you to hold my hand. You're not the only man in the room, and I want to be alone, and I want to be myself, and I want to tell you so, but you know you'll never hear it from my mouth. Just ignored me. This is what happens when we grow up pretending complete doesn't mean I don't have the missing piece. And I did not say hello, and I did not say goodbye, and I did not wish you well, and I wanted when I get to tell you all about these things I'd never said. You don't belong in my head. You don't belong in my bed. You don't belong in my head. You don't belong in my head. You don't belong in my bed. You don't belong in my head. You don't belong. You don't belong in my head. You don't belong in my bed. You don't belong in my head. You don't belong in my bed. I have a secret, too soon to tell him what it is. I have a secret, it's small enough to whisper it. I'm in love and it feels so good. Yeah. I'm in love and it feels so good. It feels like honey rolling round in my mouth. It feels like an opiate. Thoughts get caught, I can't make them out, but I know it's not over yet. Well, I know that God's in everything, but sometimes he's in pain. The only truth I know is change, but for the moment, joy has scattered all my fears. For the moment, there is laughter in my tears. I'm in love, and it feels so good. I'm in love, and it feels so good. Walking down the street, though I pound my feet, I am light at heart. If it rains on me, it's no penalty. See the clouds apart. I am soaring high above the ground. Don't know how I'll get down. There are no rules, only patterns that I found. Like everything is made to be broken. Feel the things that cannot be spoken. Hear the one that speaks to your soul. And in the silence, the truth will make itself known. I'm in love, and it feels so good. I'm in love, and it feels so good. Fills my blood like poison, knocks me out and seeps right into my skin. Fills my blood like poison, gives me chills when I am just thinking of him. I have a secret, too soon to let him know. I have a secret, it aches inside me so. I'm in love, and it feels so good. I'm in love, and it feels so good. I dream of California, I dream of Amsterdam, I dream of New York City. I'll get back there when I can. I dream of California, I dream of Amsterdam, I dream of New York City, where I'm singing in a band. I dream of California, I dream of Amsterdam, I dream of New York City. I'll get back there when I can. I dream of California, I dream of Amsterdam, I dream of New York City, where I'm singing in a band. I dream of California, I dream of Amsterdam, I dream of seeing you again when I'll make you my man. Thanks, everyone. What are you doing here? What's happening? This is great. Thanks. Thank you so much for coming. This is going to be really, really fun. There's going to be some cover songs and some original songs and some other kinds of songs. Oh, yes. Thank you. Now, it turns out, thank you. It turns out that it's hot up here. And I wonder how if we can, maybe if you guys leave. Yeah, if you guys just, maybe I'll be a little less hot. Thank you.
The problem is that the problem is now that I'm still really hot, and I have so much of the concert to go, and I just wonder like how I'm gonna have fun.
Did somebody say fun?
Oh, hey, Svelte.
Oh, Hal, you did say fun.
I did.
I couldn't help but overhear you say you felt hot.
I do.
Okay, well, I think that the funnest thing to do with clothes
What? Oh.
is to unzip
Oh my.
them.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Are you sure that's a? Oh.
I think it's a great idea.
I do. You know what? I feel much better.
I
feel
think
much
you're gonna
better.
have so much fun.
I think so too. Yeah. Thank you, Svelte. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. That helped. That helped. Oh lordy. Oh yeah, guys. I wanted to talk about your goodie bags for a moment. Hope you got them. If you didn't, you're missing out. I'm so sorry. So let me talk a little bit about fate and free will. There's a little bit of both involved in these. Don't go thinking that you've got too much free will, because it's my concert and I'm going to tell you when you can do things. But let me tell you this. First thing you can do, you've got a couple of candy hearts in there. Okay, you get to choose what you do with those. You want to eat them now? Great. You want to save them for a snack later? You want to give them to a neighbor? They say things like, you're cute on them. You want to give them to me? I didn't get a goodie bag, so. You get to do whatever you want with those. You've got the whole concert to figure it out, okay? But the rest of it, your fate is in my hands. Just keep that in mind. Let's bring a little disaster into this night. They know what I'm talking about. Oh boy. Anytime I wanna go outside, I stop and think about getting sunburned. Anytime I wanna go for a ride, I stop and think about getting in a car crash. Anytime I get on the subway, I'm pretty sure it's gonna derail. Anytime I eat at Subway, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna contract mad cow disease. And then I'm gonna die from natural disaster. Natural disaster. Anytime I feel a gentle breeze, I remember that tornado in Brooklyn. Anytime I try to suppress a sneeze, I remember someone told me that could lead to an aneurysm. And that would be some shit, son. Ho, 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 when I want to go for a walk, I know I'm gonna twist my ankle. So I sit at home with my hot chocolate and my hot self, and remember I am thankful to have a home from which I don't have to face a natural disaster. No, I don't have to face it. That's what four walls are for. Don't mistake me, I am not pouting. I'd like to go one day on an outing with you to a movie or some such thing where you woo me with a diamond ring. But if we go on out to the can, we might get stuck in the middle of a hurricane, and then you can't take me home, and nothing but the wind is gonna make me moan, and nothing but the rain will be pounding me. Only beware, 'cause I'll be swept out to sea. Baby, can't you see that it's a natural disaster, and the probability is that it's going to happen to me. Anytime I want to go for a swim, I remember I'm afraid of drowning. Anytime I want to think about him, I remember that I promised myself I'd stop frowning. When we were breaking up, he broke my favorite teacup. When we were breaking up, he broke my favorite teacup. When we were breaking up, he broke my favorite teacup. When we were breaking up, he broke my favorite teacup. Natural disaster. And that was a disaster too. With all those pieces on the ground. But baby, that's when you came along. You sang my favorite song, you kept me moving on. And we picked up that broken glass and learned that what was brittle wasn't meant to last. So let's build the home out of straw and sticks.
and then we'll know if the apocalypse could hit. We can always rebuild after we get hit by a natural disaster. Natural disaster. Hey, yeah. Disaster. Hey, hey. 'Cause you got my heart just like McCartney. 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 Thanks, y'all. Thanks. So, people like to say, write what you know. You've heard that, I'm sure. Now, the things that I know best are my feelings about boys, especially when they dump me. So... Every moment was an early moment in which the sun was almost in view. And every look mingled love and disappointment that you felt for me and that I felt for you. No one is happy on a bus at 5. I read about a broken love to avoid thinking of mine. At least I know grief makes me thin, and thank God for that. 'Cause no one wants to be around a girl who's sad and looks like crap. This is what it feels like to break up with you. This is what it feels like to break up with you. This is what it feels like to break up with you. This is what it feels like. It's cold out here, but I don't want to go home. I'll drink a couple beers, then wander alone, shuffling and crying into my hands. It's a foreign city, so I'll pretend that no one understands. No one understands. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. I asked you to lure me from my home and make me uncomfortable. You gave me bitter bread and old meat, and I called it a feast. I devoured words and music and movement, and with every mouthful, I only ate the peace. 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 This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to break up with you. Thanks. Now,
you also have to write what you don't know, okay, to stretch yourself. Is anybody here familiar with the theater company, The Civilians? Did anybody make? Yay, yay. I did one of their cabarets last year. They called them Let Me Ascertain You. Let me tell you why. Basically, they gave me the text of an interview with this woman who is like a healer, and she helps people die, basically, because she like knows how to do that. She's done it a lot. It's a really interesting interview. Anyway, this song is from a story in that interview about a time when she was ready to go and was not allowed to. What could happen? I was having multiple near-death experiences up until the age of 9. Since I was 2 or 3, I could consciously control my out-of-body experiences. I would leave all the time. 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 Now I help people die. I open that crown chakra, and your light body, your being wants to go out into that and float out into that. And when I do this for people, I want to go with them. It feels so good. It feels so good. It feels so good. It feels so good. It's like, where is the white light? 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 But it's like for 11 years my lungs were dying because of what I do for a living. It's like acute, beyond asthmatic, static, chronic, destructive pulmonary disease. My lungs just went, stopped, completely closed. I didn't have any near-death experiences there. I just wanted it, and I know if I was going to go out of my body, I was not coming back in. So in my head I'm screaming, where the fuck is the white light? Where are all my spirit guides? When you can't breathe, it's like your insides go on fire, and sweat just pours off of you, hits your legs and bounces off of you, and makes a sound. I kept screaming, where the fuck is the white light? Where is my mommy? Where is this one? Where is that one? Where is the path? Let's go. Where are you people? Where is the path? Let's go. Where are you people? And they wouldn't. I was so enraged, they wouldn't let me leave. They wouldn't even let me see the light. Get out of my body, which is natural as high for me. Natural as breathing, but I couldn't breathe. 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 It was 19 and a half hours before I could breathe, and then I realized that I got some little show where it was like not time, 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 not. I was not allowed to leave my body because I would not have come back in. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And then of course it all made sense, because clearly I'm staying until I finish doing what I need to do in my service and in my word and in my life and experience. Where the fuck is the white light? Where the fuck is the white light? Thanks, y'all. So this is our next goodie bag moment. I know. But I gotta share something with you first. Okay, I wanna share with you the power of manifesting things in your life, okay? You gotta do it by writing them down. I'm an avid journaler. I'm getting things. Let me tell you, I don't know. I've gotta share with you one of the most embarrassing journal entries I've ever written, but I'm gonna tell you why it's worthwhile in a little while. Just want you to see the importance of this. So this is from Tuesday, January 3rd, 2000. Fortunately, this is when I'm 16. I lost this journal, but thank God I wrote this down because this is probably the best one in there. Anyway, this entry is just for the record. Although this recently received news has greatly saddened me, I realize it's just an answer from a prayer. I see that this affair was in a cycle. I think that before I had the dream about him, I saw this episode of Friends that he was on. This must have been because my dream of him was like the character. The next day, I saw a preview for the movie Mystery Men, and he was in it. I was freaking out because I didn't know who he was at the time, and I was like, whoa, what's this guy from my dream doing in a movie? So I saw the movie on opening night, August 6, 1999, and I fell in love with him. I saw it again and saw that his name was Hank Azaria. Then he just kept popping up in all this other stuff. He's a voice on The Simpsons. He kept coming out in movies. He did a TV movie with Jack Lemmon. I prayed to God that he could be a part of my life somehow, if it be his will. I thought about him all the time and was determined we'd be married. Then today, just a few days shy of our 5-month anniversary, that Friends episode was on again. Mom was watching it with me, and she says, hey, that's the guy that's married to Helen Hunt. What a way to crush me. Now, I don't want to wish for their divorce because that's wrong, and I like Helen Hunt. Oh, it was just God letting me know. I guess it was inevitable. Anyway, that's my story. And then I signed it with a heart and a little H next to it. Now, let me tell you this. That just sounds, okay, that's something. But guys, later that year, Hank Azaria and Helen Hunt filed for divorce. Now, I said, I don't want to wish for their divorce, but it's in the text. I was determined we'd be married. So you got to be specific. Well, not that that's happened yet. Chris, don't worry about it. Whoa. But you got to be specific about the things that you want. So I want you to take out, you've got a little order sheet in there, and you got a crayon, okay? I want you to write down something that you want, something you want to see in front of your face come to light, okay? You can take a little while to think about it, but that's what I want you to do right now. Thank you so much. While we do that, I'm going to drink some water. And now, because these journals, I think, are just great fodder for tunes, you can really get into the depths of my young heartache. I wrote a song with the text of one of these journals. I'd like to share that with you now. Oh, I started it wrong, you guys. It's gonna be better if I do it this way. Here we go again. Okay, you know that part. Okay. I'm gonna take you guys back to Monday, November 7th, 1994. That's it for 94? It's a good year. All right. Why should I write, dear diary, when it just wastes a whole line? So from now on, I won't. Well, I haven't written in so long because I've been so busy. Getting you up to date. I am in Mrs. Lang's class and I'm happy with her. Kim and Katie are in my class and they are my very good friends. I played two square with Kimberly at recess. And I like Jesse and I like Zach. I like Jesse and I like Zach. I like Jesse and I like Zach. I like both of them. Although Zach is getting really weird, Jesse is still the same, but Zach is just always weird. I like that sometimes, but the only time I really seem to love him is when he's serious. Now that I think about it though, I'm about the only one he likes. I'll try to be a little more enthusiastic towards him. Oh, but I like Jesse. Yes, now Jesse. I like Jesse. Oh yeah, Jesse. Jesse likes me, but he likes Kim more. I think if I just be nice to him a little more, he'll like me in return. See, today I stepped on his foot on purpose, and that made me feel like a bully. I'll try to show him that I'm cool more often, and I'll tell you how it went with them tomorrow. Because you know I said it before, but I'll say it again. When I like Jesse, I mean I like Zach. Yeah, I like Jesse and Zach. Jesse and Zach.
A bit about crushes. Yes, this is right. This is correct. I want to sing a song for you about another crush I have. This is a song about a certain potions master at the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. If only Professor Snape wasn't 63, I'd have him over to my house for tea. Pretend that he'd teach me occlumency, but I'd really want him to see the thoughts I have of him and me. I know that everybody kind of wants him dead, but he's all I see in the mirror I've ever said. His daddy was a muggle and his mama was a bitch. I'm not a witch, but I'm sure together we could make some magic, yeah. Even though I don't think I'd end up in Slytherin, I'd concoct a damn good love potion. So I'd be sure he'd come knocking on my door and ask to be the head of my house, jump on his broomstick and make a score. If I were a seeker, he would be my snitch. He'd be in my arms with just one glimpse. I know he's hard to please, but I'd be on my knees begging, get out that wand so we could make some magic, yeah. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker, baby. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker, yeah. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker, baby. Snape seeker, yeah. Well, get out the way, pansy. I know you like them creepy boys too. But let me tell you something about this one. He knows what's up with you. No, don't give me no Grangers, no Potters, and no Weasleys. All I want is to get next to him and get greasy. Haven't you ever wondered why he's such a meanie? Did you think it's 'cause his heart is bleeding? Well, I got the antidote, and though it's not a silver dough, no, my love's enough to make some magic. Yeah. No, my love's enough to make some magic. Yeah. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker, baby. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker. Yeah. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker, baby. Snape seeker, yeah. Don't you go looking for Professor Snape? You're too late. He's the one I'm gonna get, man. I'm the hit man, talking about Alan Brickman. Snape seeker in the house tonight. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker, baby. I'm a Snape seeker. Snape seeker, I'm a Snape seeker, baby. Snape seeker, yeah.
Thanks, y'all. All right. Let's do this weird thing. So sometimes you're single, and sometimes it's great, sometimes it's scary, and sometimes somebody gives you some Salinger, and you never read that before, and you're like, God damn it, I'm gonna move in with this one. But before that happens, you write a song about being single. Do you know what I'm talking about? You've all had that.
Had another really happy day, didn't wake up in my bed. Laughed a little bit about the way you thought I was upset. Don't worry, baby, I won't fall in love with you, not in the way you think you want me to. Gone tomorrow, but I'm here today, and isn't it a lovely one? My work has turned into play, and it never will be done. Don't worry, baby, I'll still be singing in my grave. Don't try to make me behave. I'm just going through a slutty phase. What should it mean to you? Guzzling my cares away, devouring my youth. Don't worry, baby, there's time enough to let it go. No need to save me till I grow old. Give me more of that candy, give me more of that ass. Give me more of that sunshine, give me more of that grass. Give me more of your lips, give me more of your cash. Give me more of your time, I know it won't last. I'm sick of not having the courage to be an absolute nobody. I'm sick of not having the courage to be an absolute nobody. I've gotten good being drunk and making out. I've gotten good seeing what that's all about. I've gotten good at spending all my money. I've gotten good at spending yours too, honey. Can we get out of here now? Can we get out of here now? Now, 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 now. I'm just going through a slutty phase. What should it mean to you? Guzzling my cares away, devouring my youth. Don't worry, baby, there's time enough to let it go. No need to save me till I grow old. I'm sick of not having the courage to be an absolute nobody. I'm sick of not having the courage to be an absolute nobody. I'm sick of not having the courage. I'm sick of not having no courage. I'm sick of not having no courage to be an absolute nobody.
Let's talk about saints, baby. I'm gonna talk about Saint now. Thank you, Justin. Woo! Anybody here know Saint Ursula? Yeah! Weird! Only okay, all right. I'll take it. Ursula. Should I preface this even more, or should we just talk about Ursula? We talk about Hildegard? We talk about Ursula. Let's talk about Ursula. She was kind of like a rock star saint in the 11th century. Like they loved her then. Basically, her story is that she took 11,000 virgins on a cruise to the Holy Land to go and like check out some relics. And then when they got there, the Huns were there and they killed them. And they killed them all. That's it. But she was super popular in the 11th century because like that's how you're popular when you're a woman in the 11th century is that you are killed. And a lot of you are killed together. But what's so exciting about that is that what's great is that martyrdom equals marriage with the divine. Weird, right? So this is a song about that. I'm a casual medievalist, so that's where this comes from. I'm gonna need that A. I'm gonna need it. It's A flat? I'm gonna trust you, because I hope that's right. It's just you and me. Don't! Okay.
Santa's held so many things, flowers aloft and diamond rings. Santa's longing now to hold your hand. His lips have touched so many things, good food and drink and songs to sing. His lips are longing now to touch your hand. And now with my last breath I bind myself to you. It's just a little death that keeps me from my groove. Hasten, now my little body lies upon the ground. Shaken, shaken by my preparations, shaken by the sound of my lovely enemy, whom I love for bringing me to thee. He says, give me blood, give me all the blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me all the blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me all the blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me all of the blood. Look at this, and I have given up the need to fight it off. Give him all the room he needs to finish me off. I have waited patiently to be waited by my enemy who says, give me blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me all of the blood. You've been courting me in the shadows. You have Waited a lifetime to walk me home down the streets of my own heart. We've been betrothed for who knows how long. And now, my love, I will see your face. The light is darkness, death is death. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, wow, wow. 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 This hand has had so many things. This hand is longing now to hold your hand.
Oh. Thanks, y'all. Now, this next one is kind of old, but it's kind of new. It's kind of hard to set up. I want you to keep having fun. So I want Svelte to come talk to you about it. Something else in your goodie bags.
You forgot I was here. You guys, I'll have to ask you again. Can you believe how fun this is? Okay? So fun. While Grace McLean sets up her next song, I wanted to tell you that we're going to go into our goodie bags again, okay? So I want you to go into your goodie bags, and I want you to find your bubbles. If there's one thing I've always wished for, it's that I could see the fun that I'm having.
Could be better.
Because I feel it in my heart and I hear it when you laugh, but I never see that fun. So I thought maybe we could just blow a bunch of fun into a bubble, and the bubble will be in the air and we'll see our fun together. So when you're ready, why don't you blow that fun up? Easy blowing, easy blowing. Now, if you don't have a bubble in a pack, maybe you want to Instagram the bubbles, okay? I bet it's a Grammable moment here. Hashtag Grace McLean lives, okay? Thanks so much. Now, every time you think you have fun, why don't you blow them bubbles up and show Grace McLean your fun? Woo!
Yesterday I felt the rain upon my face. Saw the clouds approach like a chariot race. Watched the people rush to find someone to embrace. On the mountain, on the mountain. Hear the tickling my wobbling knees. Where the fickle and flirting with the breeze. I saw you looking at me on the mountain, on the mountain. Take the long way and stop a lot to talk. Stand at the edge and contemplate the drop. I hope we never get to the top of the mountain, on the mountain. Let's take pictures of each other. Pick a flower for your mother. I'll drink wine and call you brother. On the mountain, on the mountain. Oh, 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 oh. Anybody but me. I can't pretend to think that I made you happy. I can't pretend to think you leave you in the dark, the dark, the dark, the dark. In the evening, we sleep apart. I dream your sad eyes are the stars. In the morning, I wake without my heart. Must have left it on the mountain. How can I get back to the mountain? I'll meet you on the mountain. Meet you on the mountain. Meet you on the mountain. Meet you on the I can pretend to think I'll never stop crying. I can pretend to think you'll still want me in a year. I can pretend to think I'm strong enough to need nothing except your memory. 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 Nothing except your memory.
Thank you. That's me. I'm ready. That was really cool. How are we going to replicate that?
I was rushing towards the edge of the cliff, ready to jump, ready to make it look like an accident. I tried to drown my sorrows, but they learned how to swim. I tried to leave them on the beach, but they found their way back in. I tried to lick them, tried to kick them, tried to trick them into wasting away, but they're flowing my way, bracing for the crash. But it's water, I don't last. Giving up the ground, I have found I am vapor. 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 I remember how I didn't want to calm the wind, wanted it to blow around till it blew away all the things not tied down. Oh, how you honest to me, how you felt like the captain to my sea, riding over me, riding endlessly till you found the land. How you needed me, bracing for the crash. But it's water, I don't last, waiting in the air. Will I ever get there? Giving up the ground, I found I am vapor. My waves were licking at the shore. Sunshine was glittering upon my ebb and flow. Your desert eyes couldn't see my mind, couldn't see the depths below. I tried to drown my sorrows, but they learned how to swim. I tried to leave them on the beach, but they found their way back in. And I was rushing, and I was rushing towards the edge of the cliff, sir.
Thank you so much for being here and going on this little ride with me. We have to go out with like a big finish, so everybody's coming up now. Look at this. You don't even know. Thank you so much to Lincoln Center for having me. It's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure. And thank you for voting to get me here. That's really nice of you. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, I want to tell you, I've got EPs for sale. I got some of my old ones. What? Oh, okay. We got some of the old ones. They're $5. They're real cute. We got a new all loopy EP coming out later this spring, but since you're here tonight, you can get an advanced copy download. So Tommy is over there at a little desk. There he is. Also for $5, just write down your email and I'll send you a link and you can download it and no one else but people in this room can hear it and listen to it. You're welcome. It's pretty cool. But in the meanwhile, I want to sing you a song that's a true story. There's a boy lives down the street. I go over to his house, I think it's pretty neat. He makes me dinner when I go over there. He even lets me sit in the comfy chair. We talk about our spiritual journeys, laugh inside while we drink our tea. And it's alright, yeah, feels alright. Sit on the couch, I hear the keys in the door. I don't look up right away, but keep my eyes on the floor. No reason to get excited, cause I've been here before. It's his roommate that I've been waiting for. He's got a wit so sharp it'll cut off a limb with one fell swoop, and it makes me swoon. He's politically aware. He watches CNN just as much as he ESPN. Oh dear, I think I hear him calling out my name. Oh me, oh my, it was just a cry for me to get out of his way so that he could get by. It's not the biggest place, but it's enough for my friend to have a roommate. I'm in love with my friend's roommate. I hope that that's okay. Don't know the rule about making a move. I guess I'll leave it up to fate. He works late and he goes out dancing, so it's sort of a chance to catch him. But I'd be there every night of the week just to wish him good night as he shuffles off to sleep. If I had the gall, I'd stay there and crawl through his window and tell him what he already knows, that I like him, cause I do. I like to think when we're watching TV that he's looking at me and not the screen. I like to think of when he's being mean. It's his way of saying to me, hey, you're my queen. Even though he's a douche, I want to give him a smooch. He makes me laugh, and that's all I can ask. I'm in love with my friend's roommate. I hope that he's not gay. No, keep in mind, it wouldn't be the first time my affections have wandered that way. Even though we never had a real conversation, it doesn't mean it wouldn't be a sensation if he'd only look up from his video game. I tell him my middle name. It's Elena. Even though we made out that one time, he's still not sure if I'm a person or a crumb to brush away from his full plate. I'd be his creme brulee if he'd only ask me to stay. I don't mean to seem too desperate, just wanna know if he would make me breakfast, yeah. Cook my eggs in your bacon grease. I'm in love with my friend's roommate, but he's moving away.
lose, but you know who there'll be someone else to feel that way. I'm in love with my friends around me. Any day now, I'm in love with my friends around me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, thank you. I'm gonna introduce this band. Real fast. We've got Nick Simrod on the piano, Rachel Duddy over here, Kate Ferber over here, Hiroyuki Matsura on percussion. Oh yes. Justin Goldner on the bizzity bass. We got Jeff Countryman on sax. We got Linda Briseno on trumpet. And Alex Asher on trombone. We're not done. But I will take those from my father. That's really it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lincoln Center. This has been wild. Have a great night. I saw you across the room, the opening night party. I think you saw me too, by the way you hurried past me. My legs were tangled up in consternation, and my conversation with another man and another glass of wine put me in a better mood. And I did not say hello, and I did not say goodbye.